Hi, this is Sarah back again from Crafty Cats. I'm going to show you how to make a couple different shapes now that we have our loose coil made. So once you have a loose coil made, it's just a matter of pinching the paper in different ways to make the different shapes. I'm going to show you how to make the teardrop. So there's actually two teardrops here to make this, this heart shape. I also have these big teardrops here. So it can look different depending upon how much paper you've used. When I'm making those teardrops, notice that the eye of the teardrop is down one end. So what we're going to do to make that happen is, well, first of all, let's talk about the end, because you want to be able to hide the end. Depending upon how you're gluing the components together. So here's the very end of the paper right there. I don't know if you can see it there or not. But I want to be able to hide that. If I'm making these hearts, then if I put the ends on the inside, when I glue those together, we're not going to notice those ends. So if I put this piece of paper, or the end right down here, pull the center of the coil to the other end and pinch. And like how long you want your teardrop, that's going to depend upon how far you are pinching. So the further you pinch in here, the longer it's going to be. If you're only pinching toward the end, you're going to have a fatter base down here. So now that end is right there. So now if I want to make the other teardrop to make a heart, then I will want that end, which is right here, to be on this side because my other end on this one is on this side. So again, I'm going to pull the center of the coil down toward one end and pinch. And notice like I'm kind of making like a V shape with my fingers, or my thumb and my finger. And then I'm just pinching harder down toward the end that I want to be very pointy. And then if you wanted to make a heart, then you would just glue those two together. So there you go. There's both how to make your teardrop and how do you make your heart. The heart, when I'm gluing those together, I would pin one of them on the cork board or your corrugated cardboard, put a little glue on this side, and then put this one up against it. And I would put a pin right here. And then my second pin. So I'm grabbing, like I'm going, I don't want to be in between pieces of paper that are close to one another because I might end up stabbing the paper. I'll go where there's an open hole and then press up against and wait for it to dry, and then it'll be a heart. And again, however far you want the papers to be. So if I wanted there to be more of a gap here, I wouldn't put the glue up to as high, and I would pin further down here to have more of an opening up at the top. Like, it's flexible. You can bend it and shape it to make it as wide or as narrow as you want. So I will be back to show you how to make some other shapes, and that's the teardrop.